Discover the raw truth behind the unspoken dread of menstruation, and I dreaded seeing my period. Follow the journey of Faith grappling with the emotional and physical toll of her monthly cycles, shedding light on the stigma and challenges often silenced by society. Brace yourself for an eye-opening exploration that challenges norms and empowers viewers to embrace menstrual health with courage and compassion. Seeing one's monthly period is often associated with becoming a woman. But what if the inception of this monthly period comes with so much pain and shame? So what should one do? This story is about a lady called Faith, and she recounted how she struggled with period pain, the stigma and the shame that came with it. And her story went like this. My name is Faith. My coming-of-age story was not exactly blissful. Sometimes I wish I wouldn't have to see my period, but I know that missing it could lead me to more trouble. As some will think I have done the unthinkable by getting pregnant out of wedlock, while others will term me barren. I saw my first period on a Sunday, and it came with so much pain. Initially I thought it was a stomach bug, but by the time I got to the restroom I saw blood in my panties. I was initially shaken, but when I got hold of my emotions I told my mom what I witnessed. She asked me to take my bath while she left to get a sanitary towel for me. After I came out of the bathroom I was instructed on how to put the sanitary towel. I had the talk that every African girl has with their mom once they start seeing their period. But I complained about the severe pain I was feeling. A few minutes later I started visiting the restroom every 30 minutes to poop and to vomit. These got my mom worried. I was asked to take paracetamol and hot tea, which I did, but the pain still didn't go away. So on Monday my mom took me to their staff doctor to check me up. While I was on queue waiting for my turn to go into the doctor's office, the nurse came to take the medical history and vital signs. Upon hearing my reason for coming to hospital, she said, it is this type of woman that has issues giving birth. You should have seen my mother binding and casting as soon as the nurse made that negative pronouncement. But that was not even worse compared to the doctor that saw me. The doctor claimed that I was pretending that there was no way menstruation pain could make people purge nor vomit. Except there is something I was not telling them. My mother, God bless her soul, immediately stepped in to tell the doctor that I was perfectly fine until I started seeing my period. I was given some drugs that only reduced the pains, and so I dreaded the next time I will see my period. 3 months later I lost my mom, and so the humiliation journey started. At some point an aunt claimed I had an abortion. At another point, a nurse claimed I was pretending so that I will not write my mid-school test. I cannot recount all that happened because of time, but I will never forget that a doctor outrightly asked me if I had abortion, or a pharmacist saying that I need prayers and deliverance. I was becoming hopeless because while others pray for success in exams, good grades and better admissions placement, I am praying that my period should not come on any day that I have an examination. This situation nearly made me fail my West African Examination Council exam. Because it started on the day I was to write English while I was in the examination hall, and I was vomiting, but God bless the external examiner, for she allowed me visit the school sick bay to get an injection from the school nurse that will make the pain bearable for me to go back and continue my exams. It went on like this, so I decided to study a medical course to find a cure for this dreaded condition. My breakthrough came while I had gained admission, and I was having discussions with some group of friends on how often stress can make students fall sick, but I answered that the only sickness I have is my monthly period. They laughed, but one called my aside to ask me more questions. Then she recommended a drug called Kakem in Nigerian Pidgin, which is a combination of 3 analgesic drugs. That was the beginning of my liberation from a severe case of dysmenorrhea. Please, medical professionals, when patients say they are in pain, so not relegated to be nonsense because you can't measure the pain. I later found out that the reason why I wasn't getting optimum care of the medical professionals I came across was because they kept on prescribing piroxicam for me because it worked for most of their patients. Piroxicam has 2 isomers, and I may not have receptors for both isomers in my body. I also found out that some people with increased secretion of prostaglandins can have severe forms of menstruation pain, and could even lead to muscular cramps, nausea, and vomiting. I don't need deliverance, nor did I commit abortion. My advice to anyone that is currently going through what I went through is to get over-the-counter drugs, like ibuprofen. If that doesn't work, go combination therapy like paracetamol plus ibuprofen or paracetamol and diclofenac. If that still doesn't work, go for triple therapy like Kaken, Crusher, or any combination that has diclofenac, paracetamol, and cortisoxin. Thank you for joining us on this enlightening journey. Don't let the stigma hold you back. Embrace your menstrual health with confidence and know that you're not alone. Subscribe for more empowering content, and remember, your period is a natural part of life. Let's break the silence together.